Hello everyone, this is Anil Kumar. In this video, we will see the alternate way of creating this particular Spring Boot application. Previously, we went to the spring.io, right? Start.spring.io site, and we have given the group ID and artifact ID, and we mentioned whatever the kind of projects that we need, like whether it is in a web project or JPA or whatever. It has given a kind of jar file or war file with all the kind of POM entries. So we just imported that particular Maven project. But Spring has provided a tool. Actually, it is built on top of Eclipse, that is called as a Spring Tool Suite. Okay, we will just look at it what that particular tool is. It's a kind of same Eclipse, but it is specifically meant for a kind of rapid application development using Spring tool. So go to Google and just search for STS, kind of STS, maybe for Spring Boot you can say. I think it is mentioned for Spring Boot only, to make sure that particular search would work properly. So just I'm searching, and it is redirecting to the spring.io. Okay, and in the spring.io you can able to see the Spring tool suite. So go there. Yeah, I think there is another icon, Spring tool suite. Probably go to the tools. Actually, there is a tools section, Spring tools 4. You can have different kind of versions. Spring tools 4 for Eclipse. You can choose if it is a Windows, Mac, Linux. It will give you a respective downloadable file. I'm choosing the Windows because I'm working on Windows. So it would download the Spring tool suite jar. Okay, you can able to extract it and download it. I already downloaded this particular file. Okay, and maybe let me cancel this thing, and I try to open that Spring tool suite. This is the icon. It would look like a Spring tool suite. It would open. It is very similar to kind of Eclipse, but the way that we will create a project, it is a kind of separate. It's a kind of different, not like a kind of Maven project. It everything it would give. Spring tool suite would give you kind of like all the things which is needed for Spring Boot project. So maybe I'm choosing a kind of default workspace here. Okay, probably I'm choosing a kind of another workspace, so that it doesn't take the necessary existing projects. So it is opening the Spring tool suite here. Okay, this is it is loading. I think the version release, it is showing as a 3.9.11. It doesn't matter much, like on the version. Maybe you can choose the latest version. I'm just closing this all these things. So here it would give you kind of options. You can go to the file. Okay, click on new. It gives you a different more type of projects, where earlier you used to see kind of Java dynamic project, Java project, Maven project, all those things. Apart from that, it gives us like a Spring starter project. uh, Go, if you click on the Spring starter project, it is nothing new actually. So instead of going to manually to that start.spring.io and mention the web project and kind of data JPA, all those stuff, it would automatically go and fetch from the from the site, from this particular tool suite, and it would fetch all those particular jar file and necessary artifacts required for build up your Spring Boot project. So I'm just giving a demo project. Whatever it is existing, I'm keeping these default things, and I'm clicking on next. So available. So what is available here? Maybe you want to build a web project, right? So web, if you click on web, it gives you a Spring web. Okay, I'm choosing a Spring web. And what else I need? I need a JPA. Okay, right? For Spring Data JPA, I'm clicking on okay, and also maybe I need a H2 database. Okay, this is a in-memory database. These are all I need, right? So maybe click on next, and it would give you from where it has to fetch and what is the kind of base URL. That's okay. So it would go to spring.io, and it would download all the necessary artifacts, necessary POM files, and respective jar files which are needed for Spring Web data, JPA, all those related files. Basically, it creates a Maven project only. Okay. So this is another way of creating Spring Boot. You no need to go to a kind of website and download the jar file. It would automatically download for you. So once you open, the project would look like very much similar to the project that we have already created. So it would automatically make the entry for Spring Boot starter parent. The version, it is fetching the latest version 2.2.4. Okay. It automatically inserted this dependencies whatever it is needed, because we have chosen the web and data JPA and H2 database, and of course a starter project, starter testing folder, and Spring Boot Maven plugin. And remember, if you yeah, that is the plugin actually. So if you go there and have a demo application here, so because the name of the project that we have given is a demo application, it has a tag annotation called Spring Boot application. I'm not doing it, it is having a embedded server. See, it has some kind of embedded server. It is automatically configured with the Tomcat users and everything. Let me run this application. I am not doing any changes here. I'm just running this particular application. uh, yeah, you can choose run as a Spring Boot app or Java application. Let me choose a Spring Boot app. Okay. So yeah, it is asking some permissions to actually read some kind of access. So I opened this particular console. So it is beautifully printing all these particular console related, and the Tomcat server has started, and it is listening to the port 8080. So this is as simple as that. It is very much similar to creating a project. Go to the start.io, and maybe you can install Spring Tool Suite, and you can directly create this project. So this is another way of creating the Spring Boot application. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. If you like it, please click on the like button and do subscribe to my channel for further videos. In the upcoming sessions, we will see maybe another few features of Spring Boot. Thank you. Thanks a lot.